I'm not really good at much, but I'm really good at saving money. You get somewhere in life if you all work together. Like they say, women support women. They don't. Most women don't support women, actually, and it's terrible. I genuinely do.
You look like the young influencer at the BAFTAs, baby.
Oh, thanks. Well, I do have Botox, but I am nearly 44. So yeah, I danced for this. I danced for you. Anyone that trolls a child, you are mentally deranged. I was devastated, but then it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Did you feel like you was going to never meet anyone?
Yes, because I was coming up for 29.
Gemma, I feel like this is all directed to me.
Is it? Right, well, we need a word after. Go on, Kelsey's the new money mum over here. Money tip from Kelsey.
Did you feel like you was going to never meet anyone?
Yes, because I was coming up for 29 at the time. I was 28 when he left, and I was coming up to 29. I had my own home with him and everything, and all that goes overnight. All the friends that you've built around you sort of go overnight. Your circle collapses, your home goes, everything. And moved back in with mum. So then when I met Adam, must have been nearly a year later.
That was really soon. That's a bit too soon.
Yeah, well, and I'm not going to lie. I was still in love with my ex when I met him.
Really?
Completely and utterly. Yeah, completely and utterly. And I even said that to him on our first date. I was like, do you think you'll come back to me? I remember saying, and he was like, well, this date's going well. Like, I'm never going to see you again type thing. Like, it was the worst date, honestly.
What, with Adam?
Yeah, that's how it started. Honestly, it was so bad. No, I've never ever said that either online, ever to anyone. And yeah, it was just terrible. Because I was in such a bad place. Because it wasn't something that I wanted the first time round. And then obviously I got through it. But I do believe that, like, yeah, Adam sort of, he almost counselled me through my breakup, which is so bad, but he did. And now, like,
and what sort of relationship had he been in before?
He'd also been married before as well and been left. So both of us had been left, and it was both sort of similar to a sort of almost a year apart.
That's like you were drawn together.
Yeah, we neither of us had kids either, and we were both left. Both of us didn't want it at the time, and yeah, but we say now, like, it was the right thing because now we've met each other. So really, like, everyone's like, oh, are you annoyed with them? I'm like, no, I'd thank them if I met them. I'd be like, thank you so much because you doing that. I've met Adam and I've had my children. I've met the love of my life.
Met the love of my life.
And then, yeah, just being with him, he's a stay-at-home dad now because I do this job, and a lot of people can't get their head around that. And do you know what, there's one thing I do want to talk about, stay-at-home dads, they need a massive shout out, right? Because do you know what really annoys me? And it aggravates me so much when people say to me, but what does Adam do? When I say, and then I go,
anyway, I see what Adam does.
Yeah,
he has to get out and he has to cut the grass.
Yeah, he doesn't stop.
She's bought a house where the garden is so big that Adam has to do it all.
Adam has to do it all. And do you know the funny thing, right?
I might ring Adam up.
Yeah, Adam is literally does everything. But no one would say this to a woman. When I say to people he's a stay-at-home dad, people go, but what does he do? If you go, I'm a stay-at-home mum, no one goes to a mum, what do you do? I'm like, what do you think he does? He does my invoices, he helps me film, he picks the kids up, he mows our lawn because we've just moved. We do have a very big garden, which I did eventually tell him, money mum, head on, and said, you can cut that by hand. Well, with a sit on, it takes 4 to 5 hours. So yeah, and the trimming. So couldn't do that. So, well, quickly, I was like, Adam's like, Gemma, we have to buy a sit-on. And luckily, his mum was like, oh, Adam, I'm going to get you a sit-on. My poor Adam. I was like, oh, dear. Now his mum's getting involved buying him the mower. This is really bad. So I was like, okay. So, yeah, he is absolutely my rock. He's absolutely lovely. He's really kind. He looks after the children. He does absolutely everything, like, even to the BAFTAs, he was ironing my clothes, and then I wondered web up the bottom of my dress because obviously I didn't pay out for someone to take it up. I just got some wonder web off Amazon and did it myself. And on the morning, he's holding it for me.
I do love Gemma's stories though, because she'd put that up. Like,
I did put that up. Did you see it?
I'm basically going to cut the end of the dress off myself.
Yeah, and no one believed me.
No, but I was thinking, oh my God, I'm very lucky. My auntie makes costumes, ballroom and Latin dresses.
Brilliant.
Styles me. Like, if I have, like, basically she does my alterations for anything like that. So I was thinking, oh my God, my auntie would be having a heart attack if I sent her you right now. Does Gemma want me to go round there?
But did you? I did it, and on the morning, and I did it at 9:30 on the morning, and Gemma Solomon was coming around mine for 11:30 to leave, and I wonder web. I hadn't even gotten in the shower, and I literally put the wonder web on, and I steamed it up the front. And then I'm giving it to a lovely young girl to wear to prom. So I've just said to her this morning, I said, I'm just going to put it in the washing machine and Adam's going to iron it and then I'm going to send it out to her.
Poor Adam. Yeah, so That's what Adam does. I mean, I'm trying to convert Will to be the stay-at-home dad.
I could not do my job without Adam. Adam's gone and taken the kids to school this morning. He's dropped me to the station to come and meet you. And then I was like, oh, I need to get a coffee. And he even said to me, can't you just get a coffee with Kelsey when you get there? I said, well, I don't know what our plans are. So I literally, again, to save money, I thought, I'm not buying one from the shop. So I went in the supermarket and I got one off the shelf because I thought that'll save me £2.
She's always about saving that money, my girl.
I am. I'm literally like that in life.
So when did Adam become, I'm like sweating out. When did Adam become the stay-at-home dad?
Well, I would say full time for the last 3 years when this really took off for me, really.
But also, I do feel like there's probably loads of dads out there that would love life to be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's loads of dads that wouldn't as well. Like, I do think Adam does find it hard. And one thing I do think is hard with Adam, and luckily he loves being on his own, which is good, is the social side for stay-at-home dads is hard. Because we can go out for a coffee, but most of the men are working. Do you see what I mean? So say, like, if it'd be good if he knew, like, a Will, and say Will was a stay-at-home dad local, and he's like, right, let's go out for a game of golf, mate, or let's meet for a coffee. Because I do think that's the only thing that worries me. But Ads doesn't seem to worry about that. And he's so chilled out.
Him and Will are on the same page.
Yeah,
they are so chilled.
Whereas I am anxious and I worry about every single solitary thing you can worry about. I mean, I honestly say to Adam, I'm really worried because I forgot what I was worrying about. I have been known to say that because my tummy's got a worry belly. That's what I call it, a worry belly. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm really worrying about something. So I worry about everything. I'm anxious about everything. And I suffer with such bad depression and anxiety. Like even this morning, he knew it was good for me that I was coming to see you because he knows I've got to get out of bed to start my day, to get up. And so the night before, so I don't know how I'd survive without him. Well, no, obviously I'd have to, but it'd be so difficult. So that's why I'm always like with you, like, wow, like you've started your life again, like amazing. Because I know Tom was like that with you, wasn't he? Like so good, like you'll rock the way you speak about him.
Yeah, and also, do you know what? I feel like I was speaking to Kelsey this morning about this. Like,
it's so weird when you say Kelsey because you're Kelsey. It's crazy, isn't it?
Me and my best friend Kelsey. Like, I feel like my role has reversed. Not saying that Will is the stay-at-home dad, but Tom did so much for me. And obviously, Tom was in the band. There's no way that I was ever going to make that sort of money that he was making. And he always looked after me, was so kind, so caring. And I just think, you know, even with life, that what you give out is like what you get back. And now it's like my time to be here and provide and do everything.
Yeah. And I think like sometimes it's times in your life that I'm really enjoying it. Like I'm the provider financially, but Adam's the provider mentally, stability, similar probably going to be like to Will when you have the baby, because you have to weigh it up. Childcare's so expensive. So if your partner is not earning a huge amount of money, sometimes it's like, well, how can they afford to like be off and put your child, especially when they're young? Yeah. So for us, I mean, Adam could do something now, but he does do something. He does all my filming. Like I need him there. Do you see what I mean?
Adam, I need you. I need my dress teamed. I need more invoices done. And he probably like organises.
He's even done today. He's put all in my calendar where I'm going. He dropped me at the station. He told me what trains to get. Because most of us have like PAs or somebody that runs our things for us. And I used to have that with my management, but the girls left now. So I've now got Adam, and then I've got my agent, my PR, and other things. But you do need a team. It takes a team.
It does take a team and a village. And I am lucky because I've got lots of. I've got my mum, I've got my auntie.
That's amazing.
Like, I am so fortunate to have them because they help me. They get me out the house and get me organised. And
that's amazing. Yeah, my mum's amazing, but she doesn't live near me. She's like nearly an hour away and doesn't drive, so it's harder. But I see her as much as I can, obviously.
Right, give me some of your top tips for people then.
Well, the first top tip is I always say to anyone, a lot of people say to me, oh, I'm in debt, especially if it's a small amount of debt, and debt's debt and it's keeping you up at night, whatever debt it is, never try and save. Because I had somebody say to me the other day, oh, I've got about £2,000 that I owe. I'm trying to save. And I said straight away, well, don't save. Clear your debt first and then just try and save. And if you're in so much debt and you don't know where to turn, there's a good organisation called Step Change. You can go to them for free debt advice. They will help you and put a plan in place for you. It does affect your credit rating, but it could be that you're in that. That's more at the end of the road if your credit rating is so badly affected. Another top tip I always say to people is it's crazy, but make sure you've got everything written down. And I mean absolutely everything. So when people, a lot of times they'll have like their gas, their electric, their car, and then that'll be it. And then I'll say to my friend, she's like, I don't know where my money's going. And I'm like, well, let's go through your bank statement. Right, you're going to McDonald's 3 times a week. You're going to Starbucks 4 times a week. You're doing this, doing that. Do you have a pattern? Have you got a gym membership you're not paying for? Is there subscriptions on your phone you're not paying for? Do you just go and pick coffees up on the way out? I mean, there's just so much.
Gem, I feel like this is all directed to me.
Is it? Right. Well, we need a word after. So yeah, all those little things that you can then.
I feel like I'm the family member
on.
that pays for every single person's Netflix, Disney.
Really?
I pay for it for everyone. Everyone's on my account, so I'm the giver of the family.
You're the giver of the family.
Like,
brilliant.
Don't worry, everyone. I'll just pay for it. It's fine.
Yeah. If even things like that, like people with TV subscriptions, people spend so much on that. You can easily cut that down. So yeah.
What I was going to say, so like even with the McDonald's, the Starbucks, do you think that we have become a culture and a world where people just spend so much on the delivery, the going out, the takeaways? Because even you think back when we were kids, we didn't go to restaurants as much as
never.
what our kids go to
The
now.
Bernie Inn and what was the other one? Do you remember the Bernie Inn, or were you too young for that?
I'm a bit too young for that. But no, we had Charlie Chalks and that we'd go to.
I don't remember that. Do you remember the
like
little chef on the and used to get the lollipop?
But now it's like our kids. How many times a week do you reckon your kids go out? But mine
don't.
Mine, no,
yours do because you're the giver. I'm the saving. Kelsey, you're talking to the wrong person here. How often? Probably never.
No, I have got so good. With my saving of my money.
Have you?
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
And I'm obviously into my health, my wellness. So now I go to the butcher's and get all my butcher's meat and plan what meals we're having during the week. And I'm trying to get rid of the takeaways, not do takeaways.
That's brilliant. I've never do takeaways.
Because they are just literally...
They're a real treat. I mean, we've lived in our house since October. We've had 2 takeaways, and what are we in? We're in May.
But also, it's everything that goes into them takeaways. How like my brothers are so fitness heavy. Rapeseed oils, you can't eat them. Everything that they cook now is fresh. They look incredible. I'll have to show them after this.
Okay, yeah, oh, definitely.
They are so ripped, but they are.
I mean, I like Adam, but I can look. I'm a bit window
they're 18
shopping.
And 20.
Oh, that'll be a bit weird. Then edit that bit out. That makes me sound like a weirdo.
But they are like so into their fitness and what they're eating. So it's changed our. I think also because of Tom, it's made me look at the world differently and everything processed and ultra processed now, and the sweets, the sugar. But yeah, I do the butchers. And then I literally get my essentials, what I need during the week. And then I make dinners every single night.
And that is one of the best ways to cut down. We never throw away anything. And I always say this to people, like if you cook a lot of meats and things like that and your kids are bad with vegetables, like doing things like bologneses, right? Buying the mince, well, put half the mince in the freezer and then do half of it, blend up some carrots and some onions and everything. And then you're making this huge dinner and it's costing you half the money that the mince does, but you're getting all the veg packed in there. And it's also, as you say, all the sauces have got all sugars and everything in them. So if you buy like tin tomatoes, fresh tomatoes,
I make like everything
from fresh. So we do. We're really good like that. We've always done like sort of dinners and stuff. We never.
But can I say, butcher's meat is a game changer.
Yeah, I don't know where our local butcher's
go
is.
To the butcher's.
I'm
going to give you advice now.
Okay, go on.
Get yourself to the butcher's because honestly, it will change your life. What that tastes like to what supermarket meat tastes like,
I can imagine,
is like worlds apart.
Yeah. And that is worth paying extra money for. So,
but it's cheaper. What I spend at the butcher's is actually cheaper than if I went into a supermarket and bought.
Look at that. Go on, Kelsey's the new money mum over here. Money tip from Kelsey.
But even like I will make soups. I'll make everything in the house.
Yes, I want to start doing that. I went to, I don't know if you follow her, Amy, the social mama. She's from Scotland. See, I've given her a little shout out. This is what I do. And she's only a small account, supporting others. This is what I'm about. I went to stay with her in Scotland a few weeks ago and she made soup. It blew my mind. I've never really thought about it. She was putting all this stuff in it, swede, and it was absolute. In fact, I need the recipe because I said to her, I want to do it. You'll have to come to
mine and I'll have to make you a soup.
Will you?
Because soup is my speciality as well. Oh my
goodness. I don't like anything too spicy though. None of people put loads of chilli and things. I don't like that. I don't like spicy. So if you can cut that out for me.
But also my kids will love a soup. And like, even for them, learning about, because she'll go, oh, can we get a takeaway? And I'm like, no.
I say to mine, no, they're bad for you, all the stuff in them, and they cost money. I literally say that. People say, do you teach your kid about money? I don't sit and ram it down them, but I just teach them day-to-day things. And it is good to teach them about, like when Bronte and Brody always say to me every night, like there was the Easter eggs, and obviously I just got them one egg, and my mum got them one egg, and my sister got them one egg. I don't do this 100 eggs. You know, we had an Easter egg hunt, but with plastic eggs, and then a friend of mine had dressed up as the bunny and come in and saw them. We just had a Sunday roast at ours, and it was a lovely little day. But even that, even though it was Easter Sunday, I let him have a bit more. But then even at night, I'll break off a bit. And I said to him, you can't have all that sugar in one day. It's bad for your teeth. It's bad. So I think it is sort of, telling them. But you don't have to ram it down their throat.
It's stripping it all back. Someone actually messaged me on Easter and went, oh my God, I'm so happy. We literally did the Easter egg hunt with the tiny little Lindt chocolates.
Oh, okay. I'll just bid mummy plastic eggs. Yeah. Even better.
But yeah.
Reuse them next year.
But literally, you can just get them packed. So they only so each place we just put two, like one on the trampoline, like 2 on the trampoline, 2 there, 2 there. Someone messaged me going, I'm so thankful that, I think I spoke about this on the pod already. I'm so thankful you did that because I woke up this morning, I'm a grandma and I've got my grandchildren coming over and I've just looked on Instagram and everyone's got all these presents and it's all
they
so
had one
extreme.
They had one egg each and I did like an Easter table, but it was from Poundland, and I did a Sunday roast and I put plastic eggs from Poundland around the garden, and at the end they then got their egg that was on the table, but it was one egg each, but one for my nieces.
But they just liked the actual hunting.
Oh my God, the hunting of the plastic eggs. Well, I bought 150 of them and there was 4 of them. And because I've now got this new, as I said to you, I've got this lovely big garden now. We put it all around. They were out there. They were absolutely loving it, collecting plastic eggs.
Yeah.
There wasn't, and I think I put one chocolate one out there for them to find.
That's it though. We've all got to strip it back. I think, like you said at the beginning of this pod, people go out, buy the expensive handbags, it's all so flashy, Instagram, but just stripping it back, keeping it real.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with wanting. I haven't got a Chanel handbag, and I would actually really like one.
I would love a Chanel handbag.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really do want a Chanel handbag. And I'm going to be honest, I could afford to buy one, right? I'm going to be totally honest. I'm going to just strip it up. I could afford to buy one, but I can't justify the money on that bag.
Really guilty?
Yeah, I can't
too.
because I think, well, no, because that can go towards my kids' future. That can go towards my mortgage. I was mortgage free. I'm not now. So I just think maybe one day I'll buy it. If I wanted it that badly, then I'd get it. But I don't have the urge that much. I'd like it, but I'm more like, I'd like to be gifted it, but I'm definitely in the wrong influencer job for that because I'm not high in fashion. So Chanel are definitely not going to give me a handbag.
Shout out to Chanel right now.
If you want to gift me one, I would take
me
it.
And Gemma.
Yeah, and I will
Chanel.
go on my stories for you and say, this isn't a money tip, but I've been gifted this and I'm so happy. And I'll even take the trolling for 24 hours for the bag. Brilliant, because we would get trolled.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But I would take it.
Yeah, well, I got ripped up in the newspaper the other day. They went through every luxury item I've got, but some things they were bringing up, I was just like, it was just hilarious. You know, like when they went through all my jobs, what I do. Bear in mind, I work really hard. I've had a performing arts school since the age of 21. All that, all pictures with me and my bags. But again, for me, a bag is, I love bags. Other people like other things.
I've got no shoes. My shoes are never more than like 30 quid.
So I'm all about like the new look shoes. The new look. Even
anything.
Heels, I will not buy Louboutins, anything like that.
I've never owned designer heels.
Literally
I
not.
got some Karen Millen ones sent and I honestly thought, I am big time now. I'm basically Lorna Lux.
You basically are.
Yeah.
That's the same as me. But every handbag, but I was wanted to go, some of them handbags are like 20 years old. That's my first Gucci bag I ever bought myself.
Yeah, I've had ones for like my 30th. I've had ones, but they've actually what.
But
Adam's
I think as well, when you
years.
achieve things like certain bags I've got, that for me is like I worked really hard to actually get that bag. That was like
representation.
That was
that bag there is really battered, but I bought that bag when I got my book deal.
Yeah.
So I can tell you that there's a memory of that. We went up to London and I bought that bag when I got my book deal. I've got a black Gucci one and I got that for my 40th. There are representations, exactly that. They're not just willy-nilly. Like I won't just leave here now and go to Bond Street and think I'm just going to drop a couple of grand on a bag.
No, I couldn't warrant it.
No, I couldn't.
We got kids to feed, didn't we?
Yeah, there's too much else to pay out for.
Right, so I feel like I had so many things written down, again, the whole script, and I've not kept to this script at
We
all.
do. I think that's what Adam sent you in it. I don't even know what he sent.
Yeah, why is it all about Adam? There's a whole section on Adam here. No, joking. Adam, we've spoken about you anyway, mate. Don't worry about it. We brought you in there.
He does the emails, so he probably just puts,
why do I just love Adam so much?
I know he does all my emails. Well, I'm dyslexic, so I couldn't write them, so he's been dealing with all this, and then he'll write.
Adam was basically my Tom.
Yeah, he does everything.
Because when I started YouTube, like when I was obviously, me and Tom used to do, first it was being Kelsey, then it became Meet the Parkers.
Do you still do that YouTube?
No, I don't do the YouTube anymore. Oh. Everyone always asks me, go back to YouTube. But again, that's
money
a lot.
in it.
Yeah, I know, but the editing.
Look at me, the money. I know, but it's the time. I tried YouTube. I've only got 2,000 subs. So if anyone's listening, they want to follow me at Money Mum on YouTube.
I've not got loads of subs. I might have like 10,000 subs.
That's good compared to me.
But I used to do it all the time. And for me, if I hadn't have done YouTube with Tom, if you want to watch me and Tom as a couple, go to our YouTube because they're hilarious. I've got so much, like, was I meant to do that at that time?
That's lovely, yeah.
To create memories. Like when I did, after Tom died and I did Life After Tom, you literally could feel like you was in our relationship because we had so many YouTube videos of us. Like,
yeah, because I watched that. That was a program.
But all of this stuff was all like.
So they got. That's where they got it from.
They literally they pulled everything from my YouTube with him. But he helped me so much. Like, he was so good at like making the thumbnails. I then learned how to edit, but the editing, like he sorted me out. He would email people back.
He does all that. All my connections. So say like we're going to. I don't know, say like they want you to go and promote something. I loved it when the holiday ones that you get. Going, oh, okay, I'll take one for the team and I'll have a free holiday. I'll take one for the team. I'll do it. Any holiday companies out there, I'll do it. Money tip. But Adam will deal with all things like that. I mean, because I can't email. So yeah, he did say to me today, like, right, you're going to be with Kelsey. I've given her all the subjects that you could talk about. I've thought of some things that you could do. And I'm like, all right. But he doesn't tell me because he knows that whatever he said, I will be okay with. So I'm like, imagine one day he throw me at the deep end and I'll be like, I did not want to talk about that. Who gave you that?
Yeah.
Who gave you that line?
So there's a bit here, section here.
I'd be like, defo no.
No, and we're talking about co-sleeping.
Yeah.
So do you still
Did you
sleep
write that
with the
down?
kids?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Well, both of them?
Just Bronte.
What, she sleeps in bed with you and Adam?
Just me, not Adam.
Oh, so where does Adam sleep?
In our room.
Oh my God.
Right, so me and Brad.
You are like the, when I used to watch the Sam Fairs and Paul. That's what they did, didn't they?
Yeah. So Bronte and me sleep in the spare room at the moment because Bronte's room's still not done, so the mattress on the floor in there. So we did the spare room first for guests, but me and Bronte sleep in there. That's our room. We got a bed.
Yeah.
And Adam sleeps in the other room. But we have...
Who do you go to bed with, though?
I go to bed with Bronte.
So you don't go to bed with Adam?
No. You're like, what?
When do you and Adam,
Well,
I guess you've got all day off together.
We've got all day off together. And we have every evening together. So Bronte goes to bed at 7:00. Every single night.
So, but why do you go to bed with her then?
I don't go to bed with her. Sorry. Oh, physically. I thought you meant when I come upstairs and I go straight to bed.
Yeah.
Where do I go? I'll go with Bronte. So at 7:00, Bronte goes to bed.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is why? Because she's already gone to sleep.
Because she always will wake up at about 10:30 every single solitary night without fail from now till 6 years old. But that's because we co-sleep. So she would just automatically do that. We tried for a long time, for about 3 months. When she got to about 2.5, trying to put her in her own bed, and it was absolutely horrific. She was trying to, at one point, she was rocking the wardrobe in her room, trying to almost pull it on top of herself. Brody had to get up for school every single day. So it didn't work. And in the end, it was like, because we had an older one and she kept waking him up for school, I was like, right, well, she can sleep with me, she can sleep with me. And then it just ended up, it was like that. And now actually it just works well. So she goes to bed at 7:00. I go downstairs with Adam. We have our whole evening together and then we go back upstairs and then I get into bed at about 10:30, 11.
I mean, Adam's loving life. He's literally starfishing in the bed on his own.
Yeah, and it is lovely. Like, she's my last child. I'm older now, so I'm not going to have any more. She's just absolutely lovely and I get to wake up with just the most cute
When are you going to stop?
I don't know. I haven't put like a marker on it. Do you get what I mean? Like, it works for us at the minute. I'm not saying it would work for everybody, but it works for us, and I like it, and Bronte really likes it.
I've spoken about on here before. Obviously, when Tom died, so none of my kids, I've always been quite like, you stay in your beds.
Yeah, most people like that.
But when Tom died, Bodie obviously knew that there was space in the bed for him, so he used to sleep with me. But then I thought, you know what? If I do meet someone else, it's cruel for me to be having him in the bed, so I trained him out of the bed. Yeah. He is my hard work sleeper in the night. He goes, things go bump in the night with Bo. Like, he's always up. One of us is always taking him back to bed. But even obviously when I first met Will, he used to then get in bed between us both.
Brilliant.
And it's like, obviously Will's like, what have I signed up for here? But he likes the comfort of us. But actually, he has been so good for like the last, I'd say, 3 months. He's just slept, because with Bo as well, he has like a little regression. So when we went to Gran Canaria, and I said to Will, oh, he's going to be a nightmare when we get home, because he slept in a room with us all.
Right.
He likes us all being there.
Yeah.
But actually, when we came back, I just try and walk him back to his bed every night.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of what happened with us. We went away and it kind of was all in the same room, and then it went on from there. But I'm in sort of no real rush. Like, I'm really loving it as well. Like, because I just think, well, she's gonna, before I know it, she's not gonna be sleeping with me anymore.
Yeah, she's gonna be like 14 and be like,
yeah,
Mum,
I don't want to sleep with anymore. She's 6. I'm not gonna have any more. And what does it matter? I'm not harming anyone. She's not harming anyone. It's working for our family. I'm loving it at the moment. I get my little cuddles.
Each their own.
It works for us at the minute. I'm not saying it's right for everybody, but me and Adam are happy. We still have our adult time. We still have our evenings together, and I get to cuddle my beautiful little daughter. And I am obsessed with my kids. Like, I just absolutely love them. They bring me joy. People bring me joy, and I'm just like, I'm not in any rush to kick her out. And my mum would probably be like, oh, Gemma, you need to. But even mum now is like, do you know what? It's working for you. It's working for you. And my sister doesn't do it. My mum doesn't do it. But I just love it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think, like we're saying, that they're not going to get to a certain age. She's not going to be in her 20s, be like, Mum, can I still sleep in the bed with you?
Yeah, exactly. She's not. And Brodie never did. Brodie was a brilliant sleeper. Absolutely brilliant. But Brodie doesn't listen to a word I say. She listens to everything, but it's been a terrible sleeper. No one's perfect. Right?
No one's perfect. And they've all got their own little...
Yeah.
Because actually, mine's probably the same. Ray doesn't listen to anything. Rayleigh listens to nothing I say. I actually think she needs to get her ears tested for... She just does. If I go, don't touch that, don't touch that, don't touch that, don't touch that, she still will touch it.
Same as Brodie. But Bronte would never.
No.
She's so well behaved. Like,
and that
even
is
in
my
school,
Brodie.
they say that. They say to me, she's 10 out of 10 with a spelling test. If she doesn't get 10 out of 10, she gets upset with it. If you said to her now, Bronte, could you sit down there? She'd be like, okay, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's what I said to you, when she was out with Aurelia and she's going to her, come here, Bronte's like, okay. And she's the follower.
Yeah.
She'll do anything she's told
and
to do.
And that is my Brodie.
Yeah.
So it's the same, isn't it? And they're the bad sleepers.
Yeah. And they're the bad sleepers.
Funny, isn't it?
So,
and needy and want you.
Yeah. But is that just something they're born with then? Are they just needy and want you? Like, she says to me, when I've ever tried to put her in her very word is that she's frightened and that she's scared and that she doesn't like it and that she's upset and she gets in such a state, like she almost hyperventilates. So I think, well, why do I don't want to put her through that.
No,
so I don't care whatever.
We all know about trauma now and
trauma
for when you're older and
and she does get so traumatized by it. So for now, it works for us.
Yeah. Well, Gemma, we could speak for hours.
Of course we could, babe.
Thank you so much for coming on today.
You're so welcome.
And I hope you've all learned something from the Money Mum.
Thank you.